How you going? I'm Terrence and welcome back to Rusted Iron Ranch. Today we're going to be doing a little bit more work on the Kawasaki KV100 that I did the Will It Start video on. I bought this thing for $100 a couple of weeks ago and I've been having a little bit of fun on it ever since. So pretty much instantly riding it round, I did notice that the front forks are providing absolutely no dampening effect. So there's probably little to no oil in the forks, and I would say the seals are to blame for that. So I went ahead and grabbed a couple of seals just off eBay. They said they're made in Japan, so they should be pretty good. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and put them in. I've done a couple of these before. Previously I've done my XR250, I've done a trials bike that I've got, TL125, I've also done a set of postie bike ones, so I'm pretty sure it should be pretty much the same, probably very similar to the TL, yeah, by the looks of them, very similar to the TL and the postie bike style of fork. So, I'll start pulling it apart and yeah, you can see how it's done. Okay, so here's our forks out of the bike. This is the right hand side. Tiny bit of fluid left in that one. Not a lot going on. Pretty pogo stick like. And this is the left one because it's got the locator for the drum brake. So that slides in like that. Make sure the brake doesn't spin round. This one does feel like it's got a little bit of fluid still in it. I'll put them in the vise and we'll start taking them apart. Now on the bottom of the fork there's a little Phillips head bolt. I like to just take this out. Now the other one, this is the, what side is this? This is the left hand side. The right hand side appears to have had some damage to this bolt. So it's just like a tiny little bolt. I reckon that's why. I've actually got a third fork leg that came with the bike. He didn't tell me why, but I reckon I've worked it out. So I actually might need to use the leg off the spare one I've got because this screw in the one off the right hand side, if you have a look here, is damaged. So I don't know if someone's actually just smashed something in there or what's going on. I might try and get that out, and if I can get that out I'll just use another screw. So once that's out, I'm actually going to just submerge, I'm going to put this upside down, or the normal way it goes, into a bucket of diesel, and I'll just cycle the shock back and forward, and what that'll do will suck in diesel and then push it back out, just to clean a lot of the internals before I start pulling it apart more. So I'll do that now. So you can really see how much stuff was inside there. Just dirt, and that's probably got past the seal and dirty oil. I dare say these probably haven't been changed for a long time. What I might do while everything's still kind of wet and covered in diesel, I might just clean the rest of the leg off and yeah, clean as much as I can of everything else. Then when I take it apart, most of the parts are already clean. You're working with clean parts from the get-go. Okay, so our fork legs, or our complete forks, are as clean as I'm going to get them. Just remember, this isn't a restoration. This is just to make it work. So I've flushed them out with the diesel. So the inside should be pretty clean. Now I'm going to start the disassemble of the rest of the fork. So I'll take the nut bolt off the top, and I'll try and save these dust covers as well. I'll try and slide them off. And I think these ones do all the way up to the bottom, and I might be able to, once the snap ring is out from underneath here, the snap ring just holds in the seal. I think I should be able to like pull them apart, and it might pop the seal out. I think they might be this type, they might be another type. I'll work it out either way. Okay, so I'll set you up and we'll get that done. Okay, I've got the fork in the vise with our soft jaw aluminium just angle iron that just sits over the top. I believe this is a 22mm, looks like it. There we have it. That smells really bad. Oh, that smells gross. I don't know. I think this is probably, it's probably got some water or something in it too, and mud from years and years of neglect. So there's the spring that forms most of our like weight bearing really on the front end, and then the rest is the dampening, which is just hydraulic dampening using oil fluid. So I should be able to take this out the vise and see if I can undo the dust cover and get the seal out. Okay, there's our dust seal. Now I will be reusing them because I couldn't find any online that weren't going to break the bank, and they're a bit cracked, but they'll seal for the most part, and I plan on keeping it pretty clean. So looking at that, doesn't even have a snap ring. That might just come out. Now I did think that these might have been the ones that you just slam out. They're not. So, and I had to work this out, and it was only because I noticed that this isn't all one piece. This is actually this actually unscrews from the whole body. So the way you do that is put it in the vise. Move over to this vise now. Shifter on the top here, and undo. Okay, so our seal is in there, so we've got to knock that out. But while we're here, pull the rest of the fork apart just to give it a little bit of a clean. Anything that didn't get cleaned with the diesel, but all in all, it's actually pretty good. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is, before reassembling, is put our screw in the bottom. And I'm just going to use a little bit of blue Loctite just so it doesn't vibrate loose. This is really what holds all our pressure in the bottom end. If this comes out, yeah, you're going to be spilling oil everywhere. Next, we'll punch out the old seal out of this little carrier. There we are. Old seal is out. Flip it over. Oil up our new seal, oil up the inside of the new seal. I'll do that again anyway, but might as well now. There we have it. New seal in. Hey, reassemble our fork back into the leg. Seals on. Shaft nice and lubed. It's not ideal trying to pull it past this the pitting, but we can't really do much about that. This doesn't need to be crazy tight. It's fine thread, so it's... Yeah. I doubt whether it's ever going to come undone. Okay, now to reassemble, we've got our all the bottoms done. We've got the bottom of the fork in the leg. We've done the nut back up with the seal. Now we just need to fill up with oil. I can't find any oil capacities online for this, so I'm just putting about 250 ml in. That's for a similar size fork. So we'll go with that. So we've got 250 ml of 15 weight 40. Now you kind of cycle the fork, it kind of helps it burble down to the bottom. You can hear it start to work now. Just don't let this go because it might drop down in and then you'll have oil everywhere. So the oils come to the top. So we've got plenty more there. We can drop our spring back in. Put our nut on. See if we can start the nut. It's pretty much a bolt really. And we'll rattle that back down. The last thing to do is put our dust cover back on. There you have it. That's dampening now. Alright, we'll put them back on the bike and we'll give it a test ride. Okay, so they're noticeably better, but now I've found another issue, which is the actual the head stem bearings seem to be gone. The bottom one, I can't really see it now, but I couldn't tell that before, and now that the forks are working, you can tell that that's flopping around. So anytime you grab a handful of front brake, or even if you accelerate, you can feel it actually flopping around. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Pretty easy forks to get, or to rebuild really. It only cost me, what did it cost me, like $13 for those seals. So roughly into the $100 KV100, I'm about $17 for a rear tube. The slime fix didn't work. As you saw in the last KV100 video, the back tyre was going down as I was trying to ride it. So I put a new 17 inch, I think the rear on this was. I thought they were both 18, but it's 17. And I think that cost me $17 and $13 for the fork seals. So there's $30 plus I think the fuel filter was $5. So far this bike's cost me $135, so I'm pretty happy with that. Like I said last time, it's just a spare bike that you can jump on, ride around the ranch. People come over and they want to have a go at a motorbike, they can ride this one. The high-low transmission's really handy. I've just been riding it around in low. It's really slow. You can you can put it into first and let the clutch out, and it's like walking pace. So that's really handy. It would be interesting to try it on some hills and that, which unfortunately don't really have here, but yeah, maybe one day. So yeah, that's about it for this video. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe. Once again, my name's Terrence. This has been Rusted Iron Ranch. Thanks for watching.